Well, good afternoon, North Dakota. And it is not a Friday, it's a Wednesday. And this is a special edition of AARP All Things Advocacy. I'm Josh Askvig, State Director for AARP North Dakota. With me, as always, is our Associate State Director of Advocacy, Janelle Mose. Janelle, good to see you.
Yes, you too.
So just quickly, we want to get right into it. If you want to see prescription drug relief this legislative session, it's incumbent that you reach out to your state senator right away. You can call them at 1-888-635-3447, or if you're in Bismarck, 701-328-3373, and leave a message for them that you support Senate Bill 2031. Or you can find their email at the website on the page there, ndlegis.gov, to reach out. And I'm starting with that because today we had action on Senate Bill 2031, which is our prescription drug bill, in our effort to bring down drug costs for North Dakotans. And so, Janelle, maybe just quickly, why is it so urgent that people act today? You want to talk a little bit about what happened with the bill this morning?
Sure. As you mentioned, the Senate Human Services Committee took action on the bill today. We worked with the committee and we offered amendments that would have changed the language in the bill. Instead of referencing Canadian prices, we encouraged them to adopt an amendment that would allow the state to look at the Medicare negotiated prices. So if you remember last fall, there was a federal law that was passed in terms of Medicare being able to negotiate prices. So we offered the amendment that would have allowed state, or the PERS, State Employee Pension Plan program, to look at those prices that Medicare is going to be paying. Because again, our argument is, why should the state pay more than Medicare is paying for prescription drugs? Unfortunately, the committee chose not to adopt those amendments and then voted to a do not pass, which means they voted to not support the original bill. So what that means to all of you is this is the only vehicle that's available to lower the cost of prescription drugs this legislative session. And right now, it's going to show up on the Senate floor probably in the next day. And it's coming with a negative recommendation, something that the committee doesn't support. And so this is really super important that senators hear from you that this is the only vehicle to lower prescription drugs right now.
So, Janelle, I know you touched on this, and I'm going to put the phone number back up on the screen as part of it. Again, that's 888-635-3447, or if you want to dial directly, 701-328-3373. You want to leave a message for your state senator to support Senate Bill 2031, which is the PERS reference pilot program, or you can find your state senator at ndlegis.gov and send them an email. You just mentioned this, Janelle, but I want to talk about why we hopped on right now and why we're encouraging people to reach out and call their state senator right now is part of it. The committee takes action. After the committee has taken action, we expect this to go to the full Senate for consideration within the next 24 to 48 hours is kind of our best guess as part of it. And I know we've done it in the past, but how often is it that committee recommendations get followed? And so why is it, again, so urgent that people call or email their state senator if they want to see prescription drug relief?
You said it. Time is of the essence. Senators need to hear from you today. If not today, tonight, tomorrow morning, send an email, leave a message for them using that phone number. But more times than not, if a committee makes a recommendation for a do not pass or an unfavorable recommendation, the Senate generally follows suit with that. Like you said, we've done it before. We've moved mountains before. We've flipped a vote before last legislative session. And the reason why is because legislators hear from you and you are their constituents. They know this is an important issue for you. So time is of the essence. Reach out to your senator, tell them to support Senate Bill 2031.
Absolutely. So I want to wrap this up quickly because I know you and I have some additional work to do here shortly, but I want to just emphasize this, and you said it, but I want to make a very clear point. Senate Bill 2031 is the only bill that looks at pushing back against high prescription drug costs at the pricing level. It's the only bill in the North Dakota legislature right now that would get to the root cause of the issue. There are a number of others that might address pieces or parts or certain things, but this would really look at a way to do that. And so it is the vehicle, as we say, or use right now as part of it. And so call your state senator today, 888-635-3447, or 701-328-3373. Leave a message for your state senator to support Senate Bill 2031 because you want to see something done about the price of prescription drugs. And then I also just want to add, can't say it enough, if we want to push back against the big drug companies, we need you to weigh in. So that's the point we're at. And we've done this in other times before. And so hoping that you'll call your state senator right away, tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell others who are concerned about the high cost of prescription drugs to call or email right away and support Senate Bill 2031. Janelle, anything else?
No, get on the phone, send an email. We need your help. You can help us push back on the big drug companies. We want lower prescription drugs. We know you do. Don't wait. Reach out to your senator.
With that, have a great rest of your day. And this has been another All Things Advocacy with AARP North Dakota.